Welcome! Today we have 10 general knowledge questions that go a bit deeper than your average trivia. From the Roman secret behind your salary to a lost city in the Andes, we're covering it all. Let's see how many you can get right, starting with question number 1. We start in the kitchen. Which common seasoning was so valuable in ancient times that Roman soldiers were sometimes paid with it? Sugar, pepper, or salt? That's right, the answer is salt. It was so vital that Roman soldiers received a salarium to buy it, which is exactly where our word salary comes from. You're literally working for your salt. During World War II, which world leader popularized the V for victory hand gesture? Charles de Gaulle, Winston Churchill, or Franklin D. Roosevelt? While he made the gesture iconic, Churchill's aides had to constantly remind him to keep his palm facing outwards. In Britain, performing the V sign, with the palm facing inward, has long been a rude insult. To understand how we're put together, doctors study a discipline that was once strictly forbidden to practice on human subjects. What is this study of body structure? Biology, anatomy, or chemistry? Anatomy. In the Renaissance, artists like Leonardo da Vinci had to study it in secret, often sketching by candlelight to learn how our muscles actually move. Global communication is a puzzle. Which language is the most spoken in the world by native speakers? Mandarin, Chinese, English, or Spanish? Mandarin Chinese. It has over 50,000 characters. To read a daily newspaper, you only need to know about 2,500 of them. It's still a lot of homework. In geometry, what do we call two lines that run side by side like train tracks, destined to never, ever meet? Perpendicular lines, similar lines, or parallel lines? Parallel is the word. Think of them like a lifelong romance. They're always side by side, perfectly in sync, but destined to never actually meet. Nature has its specialists. Which black and white bear spends nearly 12 hours a day munching almost exclusively on woody bamboo? The giant panda, koala, or grizzly? The panda. Despite being a bear, they have a special pseudo-thumb, which is actually an enlarged wrist bone, just to help them grip those slippery bamboo stalks. High in the Andes Mountains sits a lost city that remained hidden from the outside world until 1911. In which country would you find Machu Picchu? Chile, Peru, or Mexico? Peru. The stonework at Machu Picchu is so precise that the Incas didn't use any mortar. The rocks fit so tightly together you can't even slide a credit card between them. Geography check. Which massive continent is home to the most individual countries, 54 in total? Asia, Europe, or Africa? Africa. It's the only continent that sits in all four hemispheres: north, south, east, and west. It truly is the center of the world map. For the young at heart, if you received a letter via owl inviting you to a castle in Scotland to learn potions and charms, which school would you be attending? Starfleet, Middle-earth, or Hogwarts? Hogwarts. If you look closely at the school crest, the motto means, "Never tickle a sleeping dragon." Sounds like very practical advice for a wizard. The grand finale. In the ancient world, this color was so expensive to make from sea snails that only emperors and kings were allowed to wear it. What color do you get by mixing red and blue? Purple. In ancient Rome, it took 9,000 sea snails to make enough dye for just one cloak. No wonder only the emperors were allowed to wear it. Thanks for playing. Catch you in the next quiz. Bye for now.